Alright, so here we are. I was searching YouTube to try to find some cool inspiration ideas for analog synths. Couldn't find a thing on the Ensoniq SQ80. Didn't like that because it's the coolest keyboard ever. I bought mine in 1989 from a keyboard player that was playing in some bands I knew. He wanted to change out his keyboards for something else. So he foolishly sold me his SQ80, and I've kept it since then. So that's going on 20 years now. The SQ80 was made during the period when they were phasing out the old analog synthesizers with all the knobs and the dials and the capacitors for digital synthesizers. So it's a hybrid synthesizer that's between the two of them. So to me, it has all the great sounds of the analog synthesizers, but it has all the great stuff like the patch management that you get with the digital ones. So I figured I'd make a little demo about what kind of things you can do with these wonderful keyboards. So I'll start out with a few analog things. So you hear the thickness there. I'm just doing a C octave at the bottom. It's just really cool stuff. And I'm going all old school here. So I got no effects. The SQ80 really has some limited effects on it. So you get this sound, and that's pretty much it. So I've gone old school here with my mid-1980s Digitech digital delay. This is one of the first ones that could get you about a second of delay, and doesn't have any other features other than that. It's real grungy sounding, so after you hit the delay, you kind of hear a lazy slapback. It's not real clear. So it's great for this kind of stuff, analog synth. So we're going all old school here. We got the old school keyboard and the old school digital delay. And the old school wind-up tool here. So, one thing I really like about the SQ80 is the way that it emulates those old classic synth leads. Yeah, I could go on for a long time on that stuff. That's supposed to be a mini mode and polyphonic mode. So you hear I'm hitting a couple of different notes at the same time. It's not limited to one note at a time. Oh, let's see. You can do this kind of classic 80s stuff. Then we got an overhang patch here. When I used to take this thing out to gigs, we did a lot of Pink Floyd stuff. It's wonderful for the Pink Floyd. I remember it. So, of course, you hear the touch sensitivity there. And it's a really sensitive keyboard. Now, it doesn't play like a piano where it's all these hard wooden keys and you can't move around. It's got the nearest equivalent is like guitar action. The action on this is very low, so it's a very fast keyboard. I find it really clunky when I play stuff like at my church and they've bought these things that play like grand pianos, and it's like you got to hammer the crap out of it. It doesn't play very fast. So if you're a synth player, boy, this is your thing. If you're a piano player, keep practicing. That was some snippet of a talking head song we used to do. Oh, let's see, what else is cool on here? Yeah, the pianos and stuff aren't not the greatest thing in the world, but you should probably have another keyboard for the pianos anyway. But if you're buying an analog synth, you're probably not looking for the latest and greatest grand piano sound. The Clavichord's pretty awesome too. Let's cut off the delay there. The pad sounds are pretty good. Strings are pretty good. Very analog sounding, but get that thickness there. And also, I emulate some of the early analog stuff great too. Well, then you got crazy sound effects. This is one that, man, I remember using this on live gigs to start songs. It's supposed to sound like a jet taking off. So we'd start our set off with some kind of, crazy thing like this. And then you can just hear the guitar and the drum beat coming in. That might be one of the worst harpsichord sounds ever. The bass sounds are really awesome too. That's supposed to be a string bass. And you put that through a bass amp and you're in business. And then they got the old Seinfeld thing. Oh, let's see what else we got on here. You can't see my little left hand here, but I'm doing all the pitch wheel and the modulation stuff to add in with that bass, so it's like. And then the old classic resonant synth bass.